Driving into Darlington City. Yes, Bruce Springsteen once sang about the next town we're visiting in this video, which is Darlington, South Carolina. In fact, the name of the song is Darlington County, and Bruce talks about visiting. Like I said, this is Darlington, which is the county seat of Darlington County, of course. In just a second, we're going to get into the main portion of the town, drive through downtown, and we're going to finish the video up by visiting the Darlington Raceway, which I frequent very often. So here we go. We're getting ready to turn on to US 52, which is going to pass through downtown Darlington. No, my bad. This is not 52. 52 would have been straight. But anyway, I think it just bypasses. But there's a Walmart. I consider it new because I've been going to the racetrack a while and it was not there when I started, but it's been there for probably 10 years or more. And typically I like to get information off of the town websites over Wikipedia nowadays, but Darlington's website was broken. I mean, it's usable, but it didn't really have anything for me to share with the world. So I'm pulling some information off of Wikipedia. The town was in the Welsh Neck area of South Carolina. Now that's not on Wikipedia. They talk about being in the Welsh Tract and stuff. I know that from other research. This whole area of South Carolina was called the Welsh Neck. A lot of Welsh settlers moved in. Basically, the town got its start in the 1700s, so before the railroad, which is interesting because you'll notice later when we get downtown, there is no railroad tracks. The railroad tracks are in the city, but they are a little bit further off of Main Street downtown. So I wouldn't consider Darlington a railroad town, as a lot of towns in South Carolina are. It definitely predates that. Now, it's still served by the railroad, but the railroad is not the reason it exists, I guess is what I'm saying. Interesting information about the Civil War. On Wikipedia, it says that Sherman sent a lieutenant who was a former architect to burn part of Darlington, and when he arrived, he saw a house that he had designed, so he left the town standing. But the federal troops burned down some of the depot, cotton platforms, and railroad trestles. And later on, the next year, the town was burned anyway due to a fire they think was set by federal troops stationed in Darlington. So it didn't do any good to not burn it, basically. It's very hot in Darlington year-round. The populations fell since the 2000 census. It fell in 2010, then had a very small fall, less than 100 people in 2020, but still shrinking is not good. It's actually been shrinking since 1980. Had 7,989 residents, so 11 short of 8,000. Now it is at 6,149, which is the lowest it's been since the 1930s. But basically, Darlington's had a very steady population over time. The Southern 500 is held at Darlington. We'll be going by the racetrack here in a minute, but here is the courthouse on the right there, and just the main thoroughfare through Darlington right here. You can tell all the buildings are older. Basically everything other than the stuff right around the Walmart is older. Nothing really new has been built in Darlington other than that in a while, and like I said, that's probably 10 years old, so there's really not any new development. All of that's going into Florence, which is not very far at all from Darlington. So at this point, I'm going to stop talking, put on some music, and I'll start talking again about the Darlington Raceway when we get a little bit closer. Alright, now we're heading towards the Darlington Raceway, which is get the specifics up here. Trying to find out exactly what the mileage is of the track. I know it's like 1.33. It's very close to 1.33 miles long. Harold Brasington created the track in the 1940s because he didn't want to disturb his minnow pond. The track has an egg shape. It's very unique in NASCAR. It's known for tire degradation. It's just a very awesome racetrack. I go here twice a year and have ever since they've been to 2 races again, and been coming to every race out here since 2011. 2020 year of COVID being the only year I missed out going to a race at all. Big NASCAR fan. If you couldn't tell from my channel other videos. But the Southern 500 is in Labor Day weekend again, thank goodness. And the spring race here had the best finish ever in 2003. Ricky Craven beat Kurt Busch. Johnny Mance won the very first race at Darlington Darlington Raceway by using truck tires. Never had to pit. Won by like 11 laps, I think. Anyway, he had been partying in Myrtle Beach the night before. And to the left, there's a very nice NPMA Hall of Fame. It's located at Darlington Raceway, and it is a must visit. But anyway, that was Darlington, South Carolina.